Hi everyone, it's Sue and welcome to my channel today. Welcome to my new subscribers. It's lovely to have you join us. Today I am just using up some of those scraps that we all accumulate, and I've certainly got lots of them. And I've recently discovered, I don't know if discovered's the word, but I've recently discovered doing these foliage sort of outlines, and I love them. I've done so many, it's ridiculous. But what I do is I draw a master sheet and then I scan it and then print it. So I've got it to use over and over. So in the evenings I spend my time cutting them out. I have tried to cut them out with the Brother Cut and Scan, and haven't mastered it yet. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I just can't get it to look like that. So if anyone knows how to do it, please let me know, because I really can't figure it out. And I've actually paid for some lessons as well, and I've only got halfway through those. I haven't quite got to the end, but I'm really not having much luck with it. And that really frustrates me, because it's just sitting there and it's pretty expensive and I can't use it for what I wanted to use it for. So if anyone can help me out, that would be great. Anyhow, what I'm doing is I'm just using up some scraps and my foliage pieces to make some little clusters. Now I use these myself in my journal, my sort of daily personal journal, and I use them when I have no photos or I'm just writing and I just need something to fill the page, and I just stick one of these in. And because I have them pre-made, so quick and easy. You just grab it, put some glue, stick it on the page. And what I'm doing now is doing some with different colorways so that I have the different colors to use when I need them. And they're very quick and easy. Great way to use up some scraps. And my plan is to make a lot of them. I will put some in my store because I really won't need all of these. I don't want to have every single page looking the same. But that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I thought I might as well make a video, invite you along, craft along with me, spend some time with me, and we will just make some of these little clusters, I guess. Oops, nearly lost one on the floor. So all I'm doing is I've started with some coffee dyed paper, and I have used my tearing ruler to give this side here, to give it this this sort of a profile, just for something different. Excuse me. And I've ripped up some book pages. I've got, that's a little bit of a map. I've got some grid paper somewhere. Yep, grid paper. I've got some coloured bits and pieces, and I'm using up all these little pieces. And I've also got my foliage pieces, as I said. I've also got, excuse me, I've also got just an assortment of little inks as well, oops, that I'm using. And what I'm doing with the inks is the coffee dyed paper, I'm just running it around the edge. You can just see the colour there, and it just gives a little bit of colour. So really simple. I start with the coffee dyed paper, and you can do them in sort of batches if you like. Now this one here, I'm actually going to do it in reverse because that little bit's small. So basically I just layer them up. What have I got? No, actually usually what I do is a book page, coffee dyed paper, and then a coloured piece. So I'm actually thinking this here, this was a bag that was, I don't know, got some stuff in it somewhere, and it had the nice pink flowers on it, so I've been using that. So I'm thinking that will go like so, and I can pop some foliage on the top. There's one. And I'm not being too fussy. That's a little small, but I'm not being too fussy about it. Something like that. What I might do is, because this one's pink, I'll just simply get my pink little stamp pad, and I'm just running it around like that, just to give the backing piece a little bit of colour. You can of course add the colour to the others if you wish, and you can add it to your foliage. This one, I've got a couple of them. I was messing around with my jelly plate, and I put the foliage sheet onto the jelly plate just for a bit of colour. No, just something I was doing. So I'm just going to layer this up like so. Now you could run it through the sewing machine if you wanted, you could glue it if you wanted, but all I'm doing is just a couple of staples just one at the top, one at the bottom, just to hold it in place like that. And simple, just a very quick little embellishment that will look good on the page. Now this one can go like this, I think. It's a bit longer, but it doesn't matter. And I have this piece here. That looks a little plain. I need something else with that one. Maybe not that particular piece, maybe a much brighter piece. So just some bits of painty paper, all sorts of bits and pieces. Just a way of using up some of those scraps that we do accumulate. And of course you make more scraps as you're doing stuff like this too, I've found. And let's have a look, where's one of these? And of course they're all tangled up, they keep getting tangled up. Maybe a little bit big. I'll just go with a slightly smaller or a bit more. Yep, I like that one. So this one's got a bit of a hot pink. Let me just have a quick look. I'm sure I've got a hot pink. Yep. Again, it's also a way of using up all these little ink pads and things too. We really do seem to be accumulate a lot of stuff. And I'm really trying not to buy a lot more stuff. Just because I've really got to use some stuff. I really do. It's been very challenging, I must admit, though. We were in lockdown for a couple of weeks. I snuck in an order then. It just because I couldn't go out and look at anything, I felt the need to buy something, which, you know, totally illogical, crazy, but it is what it is. Now I'm thinking this blue long strip. Yep, why not? And I need a longer one. Oh, actually I've got this one here. Yep, I might do that. And I'm going to... This one was from a stamp, and the same as this one. And I think there's another one. Yeah, these ones. These ones were from stamps, and I just stamped them on a page. Blue. So I hope everybody's really well. Having a good day today. And had a good week, I suppose. Getting lots of crafting in. Our weather's starting to look a little bit more brighter now. I think we've sort of hopefully passed the worst of the winter weather. Although we're still the end of June getting into July, so it's still winter. But it just seems a little bit warmer out there at the moment. We're seeing more sun. And it's just feels a little warmer, a little bit brighter, a little bit happier out there. Because it really was quite dull and quite depressing, to be honest with you. Particularly like me, I leave for work fairly early in the morning, so I don't actually see a lot of light as such. You know, I get to work, I leave here, it's dark, I get to work and it's still quite dark, and then, you know, come home and it's dark again. It's not good. I must admit I was starting to really feel really quite down. So it was nice to see some more sunny days coming through. This one's a nice red one, and maybe that one there, maybe a bit bigger. I'll do that one. And what you can do too, with these foliage, you can actually draw on them as well. Which one? This one here was actually plain, and then I just did those extra lines on, sorry, you probably can't even see, those extra lines I just did extra, and they worked out quite well. I thought I really liked that one. I might do something with this one. Let me see, a black pen, there's one. So, I might just draw this one. The last batch I printed, for some reason, turned out a little bit lighter, more grey than black. I don't know why. Same ink. It was slightly different paper, so maybe that's why it turned out just that little bit differently. Just wondering what I can do. I might leave it like that actually. I don't want to highlight the difference between the black pen and the grey of the actual foliage. So that's that one. I can't really see much of the red, so I might just bring a little bit more red here. I think it just gives it a bit more of colour, that's all. Okay, let's have a look. There's another one. I've been enjoying doing the ATC a day challenge. I wasn't going to because I really struggled to do a lot during the week, but I thought, you know, if I get myself organised, I get the backgrounds done, they're only fairly quick to do, and it's a good way too of using up all those small little images that you have. So that's what I did, and I've been reasonably good actually. There's only a couple of days where I've been a little bit behind, but what I've tried to do is a couple of days where I knew that I would struggle to do it because I was extra busy, I did a 2 in 1 day. So I just sit down in the evening in front of the television while I'm watching Netflix or something, and just do a couple. Oh, that doesn't look too good, does it? I wonder what happened with that one. Actually, I might even go around the edge of this one, because this is just very plain because it's been cut. So I might just give it a bit more colour. Okay, see how that goes. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I've been putting my photographs up on my Instagram account almost every day. Almost. I think I haven't done today's yet. But yeah, and that's been really good. Some nice positive feedback, as you usually do, I find, on Instagram. I find people are really supportive. My link is down below if you haven't popped across and had a look, because sometimes if I just do a project, I will just pop it on Instagram. I don't necessarily put it on my YouTube channel or even my Facebook group. It's so much quicker on Instagram. You just pop it up there and it's there. And because the ATC challenge, ATC a day challenge, was an Instagram one, I've really concentrated on putting it there. Now I just need a little bit of blue, so I'm just going to borrow or take some of this. Now I wonder how I can incorporate that corner. Maybe something like that. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. So yeah, as I said, my link is down below. The link to, I think I've got links to whatever social media things I do. I do have my Facebook group. I have to be honest, I don't get a lot of time to do that, but I do know there are some ladies that do pop stuff up there regularly, so that's really nice of them. I do appreciate the fact that they do that. And I do put, sometimes if I'm able to, I put the links to my videos. Most videos I schedule in advance. So I spend my weekend filming, editing and uploading videos so that they're ready for during the week, because I can't do it during the week. I'd struggle. So I pop it up during on the weekend. Let me see. This one's a bit bigger, so I'm thinking, how can maybe I'll do something like that. An extra piece. From purple? No, I might go with this blue actually. Just have that poking out the side. The idea obviously is not to spend, actually maybe I should use that one. No, it takes up a bit, fills the space too much. Yeah, the object is to do them quickly, of course, so that you've got them there ready to use. I have added a few extra things to my web store too. I haven't had a chance to film a video or anything, but they are embellishment packs. I'm sort of going through a lot of the stuff that I've made and putting them together as embellishment packs, because I love making stuff, but there's only so much stuff you can use yourself. So I've decided that I'll pop them as packs in my store, and if you're after you know, some different embellishments than you can make yourself, pop along, have a look. I will probably put some of these into the packs as well. And I've tried to make them a bit of an assortment. So there's a couple of, you know, different things in there. so that you're not getting all of one thing. Sort of how I journal. When I journal, I'll use pockets, I'll use these sort of things. I've got a snippet roll, I'll cut some off, things like that, just to fill in spaces or whatever I need for the page. So I like to have an assortment, and obviously I don't want the same one on every page, so I like to have an assortment. So that was my thinking when I put the pages together, the packs together. I'm just thinking I kind of need an orange. I have this dried marigold. Let's see what that does. Oh yeah, that's a nice bright yellow. I don't know if it quite tones in with the other things, but never mind. I think that looks alright, and what I can do is this. There we go. Now it tones in, and hopefully that'll dry. And I need a longer one. Yep, perfect. Okay. So in Victoria, we're not in lockdown at the moment, but I think almost every other state of Australia is, which is unfortunate for them. But this COVID thing, it's spreading around rapidly, apparently. It seems to jump from one state to another, and oh my goodness. It's just crazy. It really is. You could run these through the sewing machine too. I think I said that earlier. But for me, the idea was to do just a whole bunch really quickly so that they're there and ready. And use up all these bits and pieces that I have. I might just give that a bit of colour as well. Because I'm sure I'm like a lot of people. Things like this. Really, look how tiny it is. But no, can't throw it out. And here's another bit. Look, just bits like that. I can't throw them out. It's just crazy. So this is perfect use for them. And I do like these. I think they're kind of, in their own way, they're really nice. Okay, that's another one. Now I only got some smaller ones. I do need to cut some more out now. I do have this one. Let me see if I can cut. I don't like how there's too much white in the middle, but I don't know how good I'll be at cutting out that white, or at least some of that white, especially as I can't get too close to have a look, because then you'll see my big head with all my grey hair, which is something I've over the last couple of years, I think, I've decided I'm not colouring it anymore. I've decided I coloured it. I've been colouring my hair, I think, since I was about mid-20s, because I went grey, or I started to go grey quite young. And I'm sorry, but when you're in your 20s, you don't want to go grey. So I started colouring it. And of course, it's like a lot of those sort of things. Once you start something, it's very hard to stop doing it. So over the COVID period where I was at home, I decided, you know what, I really didn't want to keep adding the chemicals to my hair, and so I thought, no, I'm going to be really strong and I'm going to go grey, let it go grey. So what I did do, I didn't go totally grey, because I was actually quite dark. Naturally I don't have really dark hair, but I've been dyeing it dark brown for a long time. So what I did, I got the top layer, I think it was, blonded, or bleached to be blonde. And then I think the next time I went, what did I do? I had like a silver sort of blonde put through, and foils it was. So I've blended it gradually, but now I'm at that point where I've gone, nope, I'm now just letting it go grey. I really hope I'm in shot here. I'm just looking at my little screen going, oh dear. Alright, I've got a couple more, so I'll finish those, and then I guess I will finish up for the moment. Do have to do another video, which I really wanted to do. I wanted to do for all week, but I just don't get the time during the week, so I'm really looking forward to the next one because I want to finish the things I started. Purple. Actually, this one might be a bit big. Right, let's just take it down a bit. And I'm not being too particular. As you can see, I've sort of coloured that in so that it pokes out. Oops, can't pick it up. Yep, I like that. I use a lot of purples, so I don't mind doing a few purples. Alright, one more, and we might just use what we've got here. So I've got that little bit, and another purple bit, and oh, maybe this one. Yep, but I need to break up the whiteness of it. Oh, wrong colour. I wanted purple. Never mind, we'll swap it for this one. That's better. And of course you don't put the papers straight on top of each other, you have them so that they're poking through and little bits are showing and that sort of a thing. It just gives it a little bit more interest. Took me a little while to like it, go with it, because I'm one of these people that likes everything straight edges, lined up and so forth. So it's taken me a while to accept that I have ripped edges, not everything's even, all that kind of a thing. But I'm glad that I have sort of worked on that as a thing, because it has opened up a lot more freedom in what I'm doing. Made it less stressful for me. So I am glad about that. Yep, he's only a little one, but he's okay. So that's that one. And lucky last is going to be the one with the yellow. I think I'll use that bit. And I need a bit of this. And maybe use this. No, I might use map. Yep, bit of the map. Take that bit off. And I need more of a yellowy, or what have I got? That's a bit, what have I got? Oh, I need that marigold again, don't I? Here we go. Thank you to everyone too who does actually comment regularly on the videos. I am a little behind at answering comments at the moment. I am struggling to get them done, but I do eventually get there. But it is really nice. I do enjoy that aspect of video making and doing the YouTube stuff. It's nice to know that, you know, people are watching and maybe, you know, getting a little bit of something out of it. You know, I mean, I'm not an expert by any means. Everything I do I've learned, and just by watching other people, you know, I get inspiration from other people just like you guys would. And I love watching other people's stuff. So, you know, it's really good. I think that's about it, and I better stop rambling. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.